Welcome to the first episode of Hero Talk, a talk show that I'm making that will introduce VTubers and their histories and who they are to the world, as in, who they are as a VTuber and what they dream, aspire to be, how they became what they are, and all that. So yeah, this is gonna be the first ever Hero Talk episode, and we have our guest, the dragon goddess of water herself, Suiren.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
Thank you for having me here.
no problem. So I want you give a little introduction of yourself, like who you are and all that.
Sure. I am a dragon. Well, dragon goddess. I came from the heavens. Actually, I've been in the mortal realm for for a month or so now. But before that, I was in the heavenly realms, and before that, sorry.
Oh, that's just...
Yeah. Wait. So yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, it's been 10,000 years since I've been in the mortal realms. Yeah, and the last time I came to the mortal realm was for a trial. So I didn't stay for long. Well, technically I stayed for my whole life, but then I don't have memories of that. So yeah.
So when you did a trial 10,000 years ago, basically you were sort of, in a sense, reborn.
Yes.
Interesting. So what happened back then, like in general, like back 10,000 years ago? So we were talking about like old Chinese dynasty.
Yeah, close enough. So technically all gods have to go through this trial. And actually they in order to raise into godhood, like proper godhood, we need to experience mortal life.
I see.
Yeah. So before going to the mortal realm, you learn about your job as a god, basically, and then once you reach a certain level of godly power, then the King of Heavens will say, okay, it's time for you to go to the mortal realm to experience the world, to experience all the emotions and all the
just
all
to
the
understand the humans. To understand the
yeah.
humans.
Well, yes. Basically, it's like a test to test your mettle as a god.
I see.
Despite the fact that when you go into the mortal realm, you're reborn and you don't get memories, but you have to experience all the feelings that a mortal experiences. And then afterwards, when you die, when you finish your mortal life, you will naturally get ascended back to heaven. And then you will be like, okay, you're now a official god. Is how it works.
Some of the I've read some Chinese manhwa that actually takes this into account, right? And they do it like the trials are usually battles. So does that happen?
So it depends on. So sometimes, some gods, it's very, how do I say this? They get sent into places where there are monsters. And that's part of the job as a god. You also defend the realm, like defend the world. So that's part of the job. But descending into the mortal realm or becoming mortal for a lifetime is, like, it's sort of a different sort of trial, I guess you would call it.
I see.
Because like when you go battle, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Because when you go battle, you keep your godly powers and you keep your memories as a god, because you're battling monsters as a god, as a I guess like an official of heaven.
I see.
Yeah.
So basically, like the battles usually happen by that time. You have your memories already, and it's just going into like an official, like protecting the world battle kind of thing.
Yes.
I see. That's interesting. Very interesting. So how many battles have you gone through in the past?
Do you really want to know? No, I'm just joking. I mean, like, in the modern world now, there aren't so many, because how do I explain this? There are several realms in the, I guess you would call this world. There is the heavenly realm where the gods exist. There's the mortal realm where you mortals live, the mortal plane. There is the realm of I wouldn't call them monsters.
Sort of like a demonic realm.
Yeah, the demonic realm. So that's there's also the demonic realm. But like and then there's like monsters. There's like, you know, actual monsters. The demonic realm has had a pact with the heavenly realm for a while now. So we haven't been at war with them. However, there are also occasional monsters that, you know,
the rebellious ones, the ones that
rebellious ones, or not. Well, the ones with no consciousness, if you know what I mean.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So those monsters also exist, and they you know cause havoc in all the realms really. And so we oftentimes, like gods with like attack powers or attack abilities often gets sent to, you know, take care of those monsters.
Very interesting. Basically, that's basically the stuff. I mean, like you say, modern time right now.
Thank you for monitoring
Alex
our
Fox.
fair city of
Hello.
Virtutopia.
Thanks for the host and thanks for monitoring Vtutopia with me. Also, I have welcome everyone. I didn't go through everyone's name yet. Alex, Jan, Iverson, Kamov, Suiren, of course Suiren's here. Lupinus, Bunny, VTuber, welcome to Hero Talk. So yeah, we got some quite interesting historical facts from Suiren, about Suiren's past right now. So basically, you say like during the modern time, there's the like peaceful pacts between you and between the god and the demonic realm.
Yes.
And I'm guessing that in this modern time, most humans don't even know about the existence of these realms, right?
Correct.
So, is there any reason the gods keep it quiet?
No particular reason. We just never found the need for it, you know?
I see.
I mean, yeah, it you know, like it. How do I say it? Mortals believe in us or don't believe in us. It really doesn't matter for us. We just do our jobs as gods.
That's good to know. That's very good to know.
I mean, we do occasionally smite people. I mean,
I don't know when that happens. It's not like trolling happens inside certain video games. But okay, that aside, like what are the jobs that was that you I've heard stories about how you had to descend yourself this time into the mortal realm. You had to sort of delegate, let's say, delegate your work to other gods up in heavens. What
I totally did not leave paperwork there. No. So my job basically as a dragon, I control water obviously, and I also control the weather. So how do I say this? You know, where and when it rains is oftentimes not decided by us, because you know there's a natural order of things. But we cause rain, and we you know look at the natural order, or like, you know, and go, okay, this part is this part in the world needs some rain, or that part in the world is gonna suffer from like a storm or something like that. And you know, like that's we rearrange that, and like, you know, and when I say paperwork, I mean, I don't have any paperwork left. I just, you know, finished them all before I left, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did not have it a pile hidden underneath my desk, not at all.
I believe you. You seem like a trustworthy god. So
Right. I do all my paperwork. I do.
Responsible, trustworthy god. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
John, don't piff me. Doubt.
Well, Alex, I wouldn't say the realm is far, far away. I'm pretty sure the realm is pretty close by. That gods
Closer
can
than you think.
descend. Yeah, exactly. Because the gods can descend and ascend pretty easily if they need to. Is what
If
I
need
assume.
be.
If need
If
be.
need be.
Exactly.
But you know, if we're descending for a trial, then we're mortals. But if you're kind of like me and decided to go on a vacation, well, you know, sort of a vacation. Um, we can sort of retain our semi god powers, semi godly powers. I don't have all of them because that would just cause chaos in the mortal realm.
Yep.
So, and also I'm not in my draconic, form at this moment.
So
Yeah.
I'm wondering. Okay, you're a dragon god, right?
Yeah.
So there's gotta be like different types of gods in heavens, right? Like
Yes.
maybe a lion god or a bull god and all that kind of animals.
Except for that monkey, I don't think we have any other animal gods in the heavens.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, so when we were talking about the demonic realm, oftentimes you would find animals that have ascended. I guess I wouldn't say ascended, but like trained in like powers, become powerful enough that they can retain a human form. And sometimes if they get powerful enough, they ascend to they ascend to godhood, and become immortal. Like in stories you would hear like a nine-tailed fox.
Yep.
Who has trained themselves and become human, and
and able to disguise themselves.
And able to disguise themselves, retain a human form, and have enough power to be accepted as a god.
Interesting, very interesting. So,
but they mostly like to remain in the I use the term demonic realm very loosely because there's no actual English proper term for it, but like in the demonic realm.
Yep. I mean, they're not real. It's not like they're actual demons. They're more like beastmen kind of type, right?
Sort of, yes. Close enough.
So let's just call them a beast tribe.
That works too. Final Fantasy. Anywho, that works. That works,
right?
Yes.
So
yes, indeed.
Yeah. So getting to the modern times as it is, right? What interests you to come down here in the virtual sense?
Well, I mean, like I can descend physically into the mortal realm, but from what little I heard from my other fellow gods who keep a closer eye on the earthly realm than I do, because I'm too busy trying to make things rain. Anyways, they say that internet is the better way to reach farther across the world, because if you descend in the mortal realm as a mortal, you'll basically be stuck in one country. And they told me that if you go into the internet world, or into the virtual world instead of the mortal world, it's gonna be easier to reach further, worldwide.
Like
what they told me.
Connecting to
wise.
the rest of
They
the
never
world.
mentioned to me about internet problems though.
Well, the problem with internet is that we all have to learn things as we go along. It's not something that you can how do you say, encompasses us all. The internet is not something that we can how do you say, understand without going through it in the first place. So I hope though that you at least don't feel like be a vengeful god due to the internet. I hope there's a lot more better examples of
Bench call.
Oh, well, whatever.
I think we're swirling.
Were we swirling?
Oh no, we're live. Okay. We're
Okay.
good.
All right. Yeah. So I hope you won't be a vengeful god due to the things that you would see on the internet, because thankfully I think that the community that we have so far is pretty pretty nice.
Yes.
Overall, it's pretty nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself.
Yes. I do enjoy myself. I do enjoy myself. I mean, there are people who try to make up lore for me, and that's.
Those are people who thinks that they can write history or something.
Yeah. they can write history. Wait, what?
They think they can. They think they can.
Oh, okay.
So they can't. I mean, whatever it is, your history is your own anyway. And that's why this hero talk is here. We're talking about your history and what you were and how you became to be, pretty much.
Ah.
Yep.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. So back in the olden days, okay. So the last time you came down here was 10,000 years ago, right?
Yes.
When you first descend onto this mortal realm, how much of a how big of a shock was the changes you see that has happened in this world as it is? Also came off. There's no lore. There's no such thing as lore talk. We're talking about history here.
Like, what do you mean by the change?
I mean,
like how
Earth,
much it has changed from Earth.
Yeah, Earth itself. Yeah, the
It's
mortal
a lot
realm.
more greener then.
Ah.
Yeah. It's a lot more greener.
Yeah, we're very sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be. No, so the three realms mingled much more during that time. Demons, I still use that term very loosely, but demons, are more likely to roam the mortal realms than they are in the demon realms. Yeah. Because, well, not there's actually no particular reason. It's just yeah, we just it's just easier to mingle. Nowadays we sort of keep into our separate realms. Not that we've all turned into neats or anything. No. No. So yeah. Are
there needs in the heavenly realm?
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to be neats. I have work to do. I have lots of paperwork, including like making things rain and also like smiting people. Occasionally controlling some water and making people, hydrate. Oh, by the way, keep hydrated.
Keep hydrated. Yes, that's a good.
Keep hydrated.
That's a good advice from the dragon water god.
Yes, there you go. But yeah, but we mingle more often. The mortal realm knows about us more. Like the mortals know about us. And so there becomes professions like, demon hunters, or like just humans who, train to have spiritual powers. So those happen as well, and occasionally gods would come down and offer help, or things like that. That also does happen more often in the I guess 10,000 years ago, and very rarely now, because apparently humans don't need people with special powers anymore. I mean, internet,
yeah.
Yeah, internet's pretty much taken over.
I mean, I guess it's also what depends on the what do you call that, the belief that people has as well. Because yeah, once the belief, like a lot of people starts not believing in gods and all that, and thus
we don't bother anymore.
Yep, the connection. I guess with that, it's kind of hard for gods and demons and beasts to actually mingle with the humans, because if they don't believe you,
a little
kind of like it can be kind of upsetting, I suppose.
Not so much upsetting as it. Well, it doesn't really upset us so much as because we don't. Sometimes, in some, in I guess you would call it some mythology, say, or there's some, I don't know,
like the different deities.
Yeah, no. I've read some, books in the mortal realm recently about how we retain our powers from mortal beliefs and that sort of thing. it doesn't really actually work like that for us. So we've never really had that problem, if you know what I mean.
I see.
I mean, it's nice to get offerings of like, fruits and food and stuff because, mortal food is pretty good. Then again, gods don't really need food for sustenance, so we don't actually need to eat.
It's more of an enjoyment thing.
It's more of an enjoyment, yes. But yeah. And also, like, you guys, make wishes, and I don't, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering, I don't grant wishes. But, they mortals, pray to us, and sometimes some gods will feel not entitled, like some gods will feel like they want to help, and they do help. Some gods don't really care, and they don't help out. I don't have such abilities in this realm because, my godly powers are restricted, and I also can only control rain. So unless you wish for rain and like, a storm or like, a flood to fall down upon your enemies, then I don't have any such powers. Oh, puts away wish list.
Because
so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be truthful, gods don't really grant wishes anyway. I mean, there are gods that I've heard, like gods answering prayers, but not. And then and even then, it's like not everyone's prayers will be answered. So that's
exactly.
I don't know where people got this whole idea that you grant wishes.
Right. I mean, like, it had nothing to do with a certain 10-year-old trying to wish for cookies or anything.
And then
nope, not that at all.
Yep. So, okay, there's this whole mix that people have about you being a dragon, and certain people, some shad,
shady,
sort of mix the what do you call that, the facts of an Eastern dragons and Western dragons, which of course is not the same, right?
Right, correct. Yes.
Because Dragon Ball does have that, but that's a fictional story. That's not fact.
Yes.
And plus, it's like it's an alien that created the Dragon Balls in the first place. So that was more like an alien granting the wish rather than the dragon granting the wish. So yeah, back to the thing. People mix up the facts of you being a Western dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, facts like how you hoard treasures and all that, which is of course not true, right? Because there's a
not
huge
true
difference.
At all.
There's a huge difference between the Eastern and the Western dragons. So can you explain to the audiences like the differences between the two? Like
yeah, sure. First of all, I don't like my dragon form is more snake-like, I guess you would say. It's long. I don't have wings. I don't need wings to fly because I have my magical powers. And whereas a Western dragon has more of like a beast, well, I guess you could call it beastly form. It's larger, form-wise, and also it has wings, and they breathe fire. I do not breathe fire. I actually control water, so we are quite opposite in that way. They hoard treasure and gold and steal princesses. I do not do any of those. No. I do not capture princesses. I do not eat princesses, nor lock them in towers. Nor do I hoard treasure or sleep on gold, for that matter.
Yeah, we can confirm that now that you do not do any of these things because
I do not do any of these things.
Those are more of the Western cousin of the dragon side.
They're not even my cousins.
They're not cousins? Okay.
But we call them dragons because, for lack of a better term, I guess. But like they're not related in any way to Eastern dragons. There is no there's no similar ancestry between us at all.
I see. So it's basically like they're sort of like, okay, not a family tree, but they share traits, but in terms of like reptilian kind of thing, but not in the sense that a whole same kind of family.
No, they're exactly as Deathcraft said, a different race completely, which just happens to share a name.
I see. That's cool. Yeah. You wouldn't say like all humans are cousins anyway. So it's the same thing in a sense.
Close
So,
enough.
yeah.
Close enough.
So now
Yes.
that we've covered a lot of your history, right? Pretty much that. Okay, we figured out that you're not the dragon, the hoarding dragon or the sacrificial accepting dragons and all that. Am I correct?
Well, I mean, sacrifice in the past, people have, sacrificed to, dragon gods for, desire of rain or lack of rain. If there's like, floods, they would often throw people into lakes and rivers in hopes that, the flood will subside. But we never asked for that.
Oh, they did it themselves. They came up with that themselves. Ah,
yes.
Humans.
I mean, we don't really need people polluting our waters, right? With more bodies.
With dead bodies.
Right? Yeah.
Hear that, people? If you want to give offering to your gods, dead bodies are not the way.
No. They are not the way, definitely. But yeah.
Hold on. It's funny that there are more Eastern dragons Mecca compared to Western dragons. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, basically no sacrificial stuff, no I mean offerings you accept, but more like in terms of food, right?
Yeah, what is the valid offering? I mean, for me, I will accept anything from
Artful
food,
gestures?
art. Yeah. Heartful gestures, food, art, music, poetry, bits. Those also work as well. I mean, donations also work, but like, not necessary. And yeah, food and like, things like that.
She would want sweets as an offering, most likely. Sweets,
Yeah, sweets
food,
are okay.
food in general is okay with her as well.
Fruits are really appreciated. I like fruits.
Sorry. So,
Yeah.
Hold on. Lost a bit of my motion there. Okay, here we go. Hey, Iverson, thanks for the 100 bits.
Yay! A modest offering, don't sweat the details. Thank you!
A VHS tape?
VHS tape for offering?
Oh, no.
I mean,
I think Mac is saying that because he was watching me. I was playing a video game called the Convenience Store that has a bit of a VHS thing going on. Yeah.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now that we've covered much of your history, I want to ask you more about the now, right?
Okay.
Because there's not gonna be, you're not here for a trial, so there's not gonna be any battles, so we don't have to worry about that much, right?
Yeah.
But I've heard that there are some like there are some Oni VTubers or monster VTubers here and there,
Right.
and if they were to actually be unruly, of course, I will, as a hero of justice myself, I will try to how do you say, keep the peace. But what about you? Will you come into the fray of battle for such things?
I mean, not really. First of all, different religion.
Oh, yeah.
Second of all, by unruly you mean just,
Being naughty?
being naughty, not like destroying the world.
No, probably not.
So yeah, I'm not gonna take a hand in that. Yeah. Unless they decided to destroy the world or like, cause chaos to all three realms, then that might be an issue.
I see.
But
I see.
like, if that's not the case, if it's just normal,
Plus, all the other gods in the heavenly realm can take care of that, no problem. Oh wait, something frozen. Okay, now you're back. All right.
Okay, we're back. Yay. So yeah, so my abilities as a god is kind of restricted at this moment. So I mean, if certain things, creatures really do cause a problem, I'm sure the other gods can take care of it.
Yep.
Not stripping my work off to other people at all. No.
It's fine.
I'm on vacation.
Yep, exactly. So, I've heard that you've sort of indulged yourself in the earthly pleasures of video games. How do you find them so far? Because I'm pretty sure back 10,000 years ago, there's no such thing as these kind of
Video games.
interactive games.
Yes, indeed. There is no such thing. I mean, like, chess and stuff do exist.
Yes, but
But
not in this sense. Not in this.
no, not in the sense of like, video games where you sit in front of a computer all day, or like, stay inside a screen all day and play video games. No, it's been very different. I'm actually enjoying the games I've been playing so far. I do like them. Except, some games where a young girl dies over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Sometimes by being yeeted, sometimes by having things dropped on them. Is probably not something that I should advertise as me liking.
Yeah. I mean, you can enjoy it, though. I mean, if it's a good game as for what it is.
Well, it's interesting.
Yep, exactly.
Let's just say.
Exactly.
It's interesting. Yes.
And so far, what are your plans for like future with Suiren? Like, what else do you want to do with her other than video games? And you've done some art so far, right?
Yes, I've done some art. I think I do plan to do some ASMR streams at some point. Actually, tonight I think I have an ASMR stream planned. Wait,
nice.
today is Sunday. Yes. So yeah. So I think I have an ASMR stream planned. I don't know how that's gonna work, considering that the environment I am in is currently like filled with blazed sirens.
Oh.
And occasionally, people screaming bloody murder in
yeah.
the morning. So yeah. We'll see how that works out. But I think that was in the plan. I don't know if it's still in the plan. We'll see later in the day. How I feel about that. But yes.
So it's basically like in the works, whether to be determined.
Yes, in the works, to be determined. I enjoy chatting streams. I enjoy talking about the history of the world
And food.
and food, definitely food. I enjoy singing streams. I also like. I think at some point. I will turn my attentions to Japanese streams, but not on Twitch. It will probably either be on Showroom or Bilibili. I haven't decided yet.
Wait, the Japanese stream will be on Bilibili.
Yeah. Well, I think I might do Chinese streams on Bilibili and like Japanese streams on Showroom.
I see.
But we will see about that. It's a decision I've yet to make.
This also confirms the fact that Goddess Suiren is trilingual.
Trilingual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trilingual. Which is an amazing thing, and especially in this day and age.
Thank you.
So yeah, I also wanted to ask about you've these are all streams, right? Do
Yes.
you have any plans for non-streams ideas?
Well, I will sort of be making some digestible highlights for some of my previous streams. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but that will happen. I also plan to, at the very least, make if I manage to get a 3D model, which I'm hoping for. I'm currently raising the funds for it. Apparently, I still need money in the mortal realm, even though I'm a god. But yes, money is still necessary, even as a god.
Money is always necessary.
Yes. So I plan to do some tour guiding videos. I kind of want to do that.
Oh.
Because like I haven't been to the mortal realm in so long. I do kind of want to see what the mortal realm has to offer. So yeah. So I want to do some of that, and I want to share with everyone my finds of the mortal realm. But yes.
Nice. So in terms of the tour guide video, right?
Yes. Yes.
It will be around where you currently are, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So will it involve videos, or are you just like showing pictures of certain places you've been to
Oh.
explain?
Oh. I'm actually in my head. I think in my head I want to do full videos of like
Ah.
have you seen touring videos or like videos explaining a not explaining but like introducing places and
Yep. I've
trying out
seen.
all their stuff.
Yep, I've seen
I
those.
think I think I want to do that.
Mm. Because
Yes.
Zero, the Japanese VTuber,
Yes.
she does some of those tour like introduction to places videos. Not really a
Yes.
touring video, but what she does is she has like a picture of it and just have like
Mm.
herself going around, standing around the pictures. So
Right.
I was wondering if you're going for that or you're going for video. But if you're going for video, that would be really nice. That would be really unique
Yeah,
and nice.
I'm hoping to integrate myself into the video. Well, integrate. I mean physically visiting those places and taking videos of that. Yes.
Yep. That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Mhm.
That's a good
Yes.
plan, a future plan for Suiren right there. Ah, nice. Like some kind of travel. I guess it's not really a travel blog, right? It's more like just
Well, a
you.
little bit like a travel blog, I think.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I would be finding like locations that are interesting. For example, I like hole in the wall places.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are away from the
Hustle and bustle
like
of the cities.
not so much hustle and bustle. You'll still have hustle and bustle, but like away from the the most known locations.
Ah.
For example, if you're gonna be visiting Tokyo, yeah, when is safe travel after COVID-19? Yes, well, that will be after
Definitely.
COVID-19.
Yeah, definitely after that, after all the
I
quarantines
mean, like,
lifted.
although granted,
Mhm.
in this situation in COVID-19 right now, it's empty everywhere.
Yeah, I mean almost everything
So
is a hole
like,
in the wall
so
right
like,
now.
so like, very no. I mean, like, if you want to do videos of
Oh,
popular places,
right.
now is the time to do so because there's no one there.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's
Um,
true.
Yeah, like when I say hole in the wall, it's just like places that local people know, but like tourists don't know that sort of
Oh,
places.
so you mean like not one of those popular being
Yeah.
what known
Not
all.
non-popular tourist locations. Like for example, if you're gonna be visiting Tokyo, everybody would want to go to Harajuku or like Shinjuku, like the
the hotspots.
Kabukicho.
Yep.
Yeah, the hotspots. Like I want to find places that are. Oh, I'll do hotspot locations,
Mm.
right? But I also want to do places that aren't hotspots. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've actually seen some videos from this voice actress that I followed, Yu Asakawa. She because she was doing this show a couple of years ago, like on YouTube, where she goes into like those dive bars, but yeah, like the hole in the wall type dive bars, not like the ones that's known all over the world or anything like that. And it looks really interesting. I like to see those kind of shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much that. Well, I think I covered up most of what I wanted to ask.
Oh.
And we're only 42 minutes in.
42 minutes in. How long did you plan for this to be?
1 hour.
Oh, okay. Well, will it actually be on YouTube? Yes, it is.
Actually,
Gonna be on YouTube.
Actually, that's a good segue because I was actually thinking like the last 10 or 15 minutes to have like if the audience wants to ask anything about Suiren, Suiren's history, or anything that involves Suiren as a goddess.
Yeah. Feel free to ask your question.
So
I will
audience,
try
shoot away with your questions. If you have anything you want to ask Suiren, this is the time. This is a good time to be asking right now.
Yes, I don't grant wishes.
Yeah. Who's Luna?
Do you stand?
Um,
No.
I don't know who Luna is. Who's Luna?
I don't even know what that question means.
Yep.
I'm
Stan.
sorry.
Stan is supposed to be like a term that the kids use these days to talk about
Jesus.
how you how you would support someone like to the death.
Oh,
Y'all should
y'all
stand.
should stand.
Okay. I have no idea
Okay.
who Luna is.
Sorry.
I would stand Luna if I know who it is, and if I support Luna's stance and or way of thinking.
Okay. What does my dragon form look like? Have you never seen a Chinese dragon before?
Pretty much like a serpentine, long body type, right?
Like, is there a picture? I haven't actually taken a picture of myself as a dragon before, mostly because cameras didn't exist
Yeah.
10,000 years ago.
And also, and
I
she
haven't
might
gotten
be
a camera.
she might be too big to fit into a picture for selfie anyway.
Selfies don't actually work with dragons' hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think that actually works.
So, what type of mythology do you think correlates the closest to your history if people didn't hear the history segment?
What type of let's see. Chinese mythology would be closest correlation, I think.
I see.
Yes.
I mean, pretty much that is the actual correlation.
Yes, that is the actual correlation. Yes. Chinese mythology.
Yep.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, Luna is a South Korean girl group formed by Blockberry Creative. Its 12 members were revealed in a periodic fashion, corresponding to the Korean name Idarui Sonyo, which translates to Girl of the Month. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I can say that since I don't really listen to K-pop, that I don't really stand Luna. Though I don't hate. Just before people think that I hate K-pop, I do not hate K-pop. I can listen to their song and not be cringy or hurt, like ear hurting or whatever people say and all that. But I just don't listen to them to know anything much about them.
Although I have to say, that stylized as actually is like that's Greek, and that's delta at the end.
Yeah. That is actually. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Suiren. If Suiren had to do battle, would it be mostly range magic or divine melee weapon? Ooh, that's a good question.
Both actually.
Ooh.
Because gods are required to learn a weapon. Well, not required, but like most gods know a weapon. But they also have the ability to cast magic, so it's gonna be a combination of both.
I see. That's cool.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask. There's a question that I just see in my notes that I forgot to. I skipped somehow.
Right.
I want to ask you. So since you 10,000 years ago, right?
Yeah.
The last time you were here was 10,000 years ago. I'm pretty sure the food scene is very different back then to now. Comparatively, which one do you like better?
Modern food is more creative.
Interesting. So
Yes.
you definitely like.
Don't actually exist in the.
Yeah.
Well, no, they did exist, but we just have different style.
Yep.
Do I have a preferred weapon class? I like fans.
Fans, nice. So,
Yes.
does Suiren have fangs in dragon form? I'm pretty sure she does.
I do.
Have you fought other dragons if there's any?
Have I fought other dragons? Not well, like practice matches, yeah. But like, actual all-out fight? No.
So there's no like grudge matches or anything like that?
Oh, no.
You pretty much are friendly to each other.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys gotta work together against whatever beasts that comes up and troubles the world anyway. No time for dragons to fight
there's
each other.
the unruly twin fans. Oh, twin fans are both. Oh, twin fans. I mean, there's often the unruly dragon youngster who needs a lesson or two, but
I mean, that's not really a
the same with
battle. That's more.
yeah, that's the same with any culture, I think.
I mean, that's not really a battle. That's more like a disciplinary thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they get too cocky sometimes.
Yes. I mean, especially since they think they're, they know better than the older ones or something.
Yes.
So, I wanted to ask something about your history again. A little bit more about your history, right? your childhood, how was that? How was Suiren's childhood in the heavenly realms?
Like any childhood.
I mean, I was like wondering about that. Like, how different is it between the heavenly realm childhood and the mortal childhood?
I mean, like, how to explain childhood? You have fun, you run around, you cause chaos, get scolded, and then you grow up, and then you get given a job, and then you start getting paperwork. And
I
then
see.
you start
So,
wanting a. Sorry. Anyways, yes.
so no real difference between. I mean, since you did a trial before, so you've experienced human childhood as well. So there's no real difference between the two.
No, I mean, like, okay. So, human childhood 10,000 years ago and human childhood in the modern era is very different.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
You would
That's
assume.
very
But
true.
like, yeah, as everything goes, it's pretty much the same. Like, only entertainment is different. And children are different.
Yeah, we have Netflix now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, it's the same for, I think, a lot of childhood in anywhere. I think you have fun as a child, and then you make friends.
Yep.
Then you cause headaches for your adult friends or adults. Give them
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
trouble.
havoc. Like, it's just the type of havoc is just different.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
I mean, it's not like a
Like,
troubling thing, but kids will be kids. Kids will be kids. So, okay, another thing about your childhood, right? Since you're a dragon, when you were a child in the heavenly realm, was it a dragon form, or did you have a human form right off when you were a child?
Okay, so we start off in our dragon forms. We don't have enough power to retain the human form. In our youngster. But like very very early on, we learned to control our powers, and then because I was born of the the whole, like, not the holy, like the divine dragon race, right?
I see.
So I didn't have to train to retain a human form. I pretty much have a mortal form, not mortal form, a human form. Since birth. However, being able to have the discipline to retain said form requires more training. Well, not training, but like, it requires training. So, but I've had the form. I didn't have to like the quote unquote demons of the demon realm. I didn't have to gather energy in order to gain a human form.
Yep. I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There's some questions in chat. Let's see. I heard you play the harp. What kind of concert do you like? Comfy, pop, etc.?
You know what? Very interestingly, music always depends on the mood for me. I will have like a binge of like wanting to listen to violin music for a while, or like wanting to listen to Japanese songs only for a while, or like just jazz for a while. It depends on the mood, so I don't have like a preference.
Oh, so you
I'll listen to everything.
So you okay. So okay. I know that you're not a big fan of, like, I mean, you still listen to it. It's just you still can listen to loud rock music as well.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like, if the mood strikes me, I'll even listen to heavy metal.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So yeah.
Okay, what does a dragon goddess do instead of going to a sauna or whatever people near you do to melt for an hour or so? Or more like I guess a resting thing.
Oh. Where do I go to melt for an hour or so?
Yeah, like
Like,
just relax.
well, hot springs are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hot springs are very nice. I actually quite enjoy hot springs.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Professor is talking about his debut. Okay, and
Hey, congratulations on your debut. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. And does the Heaven Realm have a same education system? Education system, junior, high school, college?
Interestingly enough, no. So the heavenly realm retains this I guess quote unquote education system of the past. So more like an apprenticeship than anything else.
I see, I see. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool.
Yes.
So it's more like a whole the master teaches the students thing.
Yes. Yes.
And the students follow the master around while learning from experiences.
Correct.
Internship, basically.
Internship. Yeah. Something like that. Similar enough.
Okay, Mac Bravo asks, do you have any other forms?
So if you know Chinese mythology, then you will know that the more powerful you are, the more forms you will have. So if you an example of that is in the Journey of the West. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of that novel. In the Journey of the West, the three disciples of the monk, there is Wukong, there's Pixie, and there is what's his name, Sa-Zhang. I don't remember his name in English. However, Wukong has the Monkey King has 72 transformations. Yeah, 72 transformation abilities. Pixie has 32, and 32 forms, and Sa-Zhang has like 18, I think. So the more powerful you are, the more ability you have to transform into other forms. As a dragon myself, I actually have 72 abilities, 72 transformation abilities.
Okay. About the transformation. Okay, I'm thinking 72, right? Is it
Yes.
all different creatures, or is it like human, maybe like several humans but with different features?
That as well, and also different creatures as well.
I see, I see, I see. So it's not like all 72 is different creatures. It's
Yeah.
a mix. It's a mix of both, right?
Yes.
I see, I see. Okay. Do you ever feel like raising a city or two in a rage?
No. Maybe flooding. No. No. I've never actually done that and done anything like that in a rage. I do, however, have the ability to cause floods. If anyone ever, annoys me to the point of sending a flood to your city. Yeah.
And not in a rage. Not in a rage. It's deservedly done.
Yeah.
Okay. If the human form is earned in the heavenly realm, does that mean Suiren can appear as different people? Oh, yeah. We already answered that.
Yeah. And also, like, it's not so much as earned. Most gods most gods are human in form. Yeah, we were originally most gods are originally human in form. The only exception is actually the dragon, and the phoenix. Actually, the dragon and the phoenix. So the two dragon and phoenix, the godly races, we are born as in our beastly forms. However, we are born with the human form, the ability to transform into a human. We can't retain it for long.
She could be any one of us.
No, I don't.
Well, she could, but then she's she's here right now.
Not going to.
Yeah, she's here right now, so don't worry about it. She's not behind you or whatever.
But yeah, so yes, there's that, and then as I said, there's a difference between animals who start off as animals and don't have a human form and earn them, or trained to trained to gain a human form. That's mostly the creatures from the demonic realm.
You've mentioned this before in your previous streams and all that the koi can transform into a dragon if they manage to swim up a waterfall through the dragons through the heaven's gate. I believe. Yes,
correct.
But you were never a koi first. You were always because
I
you
was
were born
a
in
dragon.
You were born in a dragon because you were born with the divine dragon family, right?
Yes, I was born in the divine dragon family.
So if anyone here wants to be a dragon, you have to be a koi first, all right?
Get reborn as a koi first.
Yeah, get reborn as a koi, then go up a waterfall and then swim up the waterfall as fast as you can. Hey,
Battle Court.
Yep. So anyway, I think we covered pretty much a good amount, and we were actually reaching the 1 hour mark.
Hey.
In 3 minutes. Oh, actually 2 minutes. So
2 minutes.
I want to thank you, Suiren, for coming to me to my show, my first ever episode of Hero Talk, and I want to
Yay!
thank
Thank you for inviting
everyone.
me.
Yeah, no problem. I want to also thank the audiences for sticking around and listening to me interviewing Suiren, asking her about her history and who she is and what she will become and what's her plan and dreams of the future. But yeah, for the last part, what are your plans like in the coming weeks or days? Like any announcements
Oh,
you want to make?
I have a I have a collab on the I can't remember what day it is,
Wednesday, I
but
think. Wednesday.
not Wednesday. Well, I do have a collab on Wednesday as well. It's gonna be with Yui Kai, Deet, and who else?
Trail.
Trell. Yes, Trell. So the three of them, we're gonna play out of space,
Mm.
out of space. And also on in July, sorry, June, I'm gonna have a collab with a real an RL person, a real live person.
An actual human in the physical realm.
Actually human in the physical realm. Yeah, so that will be, and she speaks Japanese, so it's probably gonna be a Japanese stream. But do look forward to that. It's gonna be another one of those interview streams.
Ah, it's also
Um,
an interview stream. Ah, cool,
mhm.
cool.
Yeah. So yes, look forward to that.
Yeah. So everyone, follow Sweet. Oh, well, I should have prepared this part. I'm sorry.
I'll
Hold
put it
on a
in.
second. Hold on a second.
Put it in.
You're putting it in. Follow Suiren on her Twitch, and also follow her on her Twitter. And
There you go.
yeah, on her Twitch and Twitter, so that you can see her in her endeavors, and especially she would announce any new stream and all that on her Twitter, especially.
Yes. And also my Discord, if you guys have not
Oh, yeah.
joined, if you guys so desire to join Discord, do so as well. Do I have-
Hold on a second. I think I can get the link. Oh, I
Nope.
where's that that permanent link, the DXXT one?
It should be on my Twitter account. Give me one moment.
Oh yeah, it is
I
on
have
there.
it.
It is on
pinned.
there. It is on there. Thank you, citizen. Oh hey, Battlecord. Thanks for the follow and thanks for becoming a citizen. Oh okay.
Thank you for the follow. Oh, I was faster.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow.
So anyway, thank you very much, Suiren. And the next episode, I am going to ask for other VTubers where we will talk more about their history as well. So till next time, everybody, enjoy the future citizens. I'm saying it again
Thank you
because
so much.
there's a proper one.
Have a good day or evening or morning wherever you are in this world.
And I hope you guys have learned a lot more about our goddess Suiren. Till next time.
Yeah. Till next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.